as soon as we can start seeing the players sort of make their way out and stuff.
Okay.
I can get
I'll give you a thumbs up. Go crazy.
And hello, ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome to Christie Park. Round 17 action of the New South Wales Men's Premier League as we see both sides make their way out to the centre of the field. NWS Spirit FC taking on APIA Leichhardt. I'm Will Gotsis with you throughout the 90 minutes tonight for this call. One that should be an entertaining clash. APIA coming into this, having relinquished top spot last week, dropping back to third, taking on a Spirit side desperate for a win. And some goals up front. As the players make their way out, we'll run through today's lineups for you. For APIA Leichhardt, there's a raft of changes that drew with Marconi last week. Also having that Australia Cup fixture. So 5 different faces in the starting lineup for Franco Parisi. And they line up like this. In goals, number 1, Oliver Kalatz. Number 15, the skipper, Temba Matamalo. Number 19, Fabian Monge. Number 21, Michael Kuda. Number 24, Cameron Fong. Number 8, Michael Conestabo. Number 25, Kyle Shaw. Number 26, Oscar Gonzalez. Number 11, Rory Jordan. Number 7, Jack Stewart. And rounding out the starting 11, his starting debut, local boy from Arncliffe, part of the 20 side that's taking all before them this year. Number 28, Ali Saab. So we wish him well. He has played 4 Australia Cup clashes, but his first start in first grade. On the bench, for APIA, Saya Kambayashi, Aishin Kishimoto, Presley Ortiz, reserve keeper Alex Parks, Levi Shiriaga, the man who got them through to the final 32 midweek in that 1-0 victory over Rockdale in the Cup, youngster Max Court, and the under-20s captain Ethan Diagiacomo. On the bench, that would be Franco Parisi, the coach. Now we go to the Spirit side and they line up like this. Just the one change for Sergio Malfaro's side from last week's team that went down to Sutherland Sharks by 1-0. In goals, number 1, Chris Marks. Number 2, Aidan Mustafi. Number 4, Brady Smith. Number 6, Corey Kavanagh. The skipper, number 8, Grant Cornwell. Number 10, Costa Petrados. Number 11, Khan Nizam. Number 13, Simon Nicholas. Number 17, Riku Kobayashi. Number 22, Stavros Tserpis. And number 18, Andre Takami. On the bench, Zane Alawalia, Kaya Williams, Owen Henderson, reserve keeper Jay Coates, Sam Armson and Abina Momadi. They are coached by Sergio Malfara. The referee for today will be Blake Sanchez Cruz. On the assistants will be Isaac Riggs and Blake Eastwood, and James Macris is your 4th official, ladies and gentlemen. APIA in their traditional maroon and sky blue shorts, running from right to left on your screen. And Spirit FC in their predominantly yellow and black shorts with yellow socks. And it will be Spirit to kick off here at Christie Park. Costa Petrados, the man in the middle, as we just wait for the referee to check time on with his assistants. And we are underway here at Christie Park as Simon Nicholas hits that one forward. And it's through Spirit now trying to get it down. There's Grant Cornwell. Ali Saab with his first touch of the game with a head forward, but it's with Petrados now for Spirit as they look to conjure up an opportunity early on. Blake Sanchez Cruz goes to blow the free kick. He plays advantage, and off the post it comes. Well, danger signs there for APIA right from the kickoff from Spirit as they got forward. Almost got the free kick. The referee played on. It was a good advantage played by Blake Sanchez Cruz. Had Oliver Kalatz scrambling to his right goalpost. Spirit have found scoring a little difficult in recent weeks. Have gone scoreless in their last 3. Of course, with their main attacker, Shoki Yoshida, out injured at the moment. They have to rely on others. Here's Jack Stewart. Overlapping run from Michael Kuda. Stewart tries to go inside, and it's well read by the Spirit defence as they send it down the park. There's Kyle Shaw, former Spirit boy, who made his move across to Sydney FC for. Here's Rory Jordan now. He's looking for Oscar Gonzalez, just ran the wrong line and he's easily read by Smith. And the ball in behind for Petratos, and just a little too much on that ball forward from Turpis. He's sure. Just rolls it out to Kuda, and Kuda will see what's up ahead of him. He can only see Gonzalez, who plays it short to Stewart. Stewart just looks to slow things down, and a switch of play across to the right, finding Waitamalo. Now Fong. Jordan just making that run in behind, but Spirit defence awake to it. Here's Fong once again. He's still going Cameron Fong, and he looks to get around Mustafi. And comes off Fong last. It will be a goal kick to Spirit. Second of the match. An opportunity now for Chris Marks to just get a feel of the ball. Inside the opening 3 minutes here at Christie Park. No score. Just the one chance felt to Spirit. That searching ball forward from Brady Smith finds a sideline. So about 10 metres inside, Michael Kuda takes it short for sure. Now Waitamalo, isn't it good to see him back? Such a mainstay in this APIA side for a number of years. So too Michael Kuda. Waitamalo just opting to pass it back to Kalach, who sends it route one style down the pitch, and Gonzalez looks to get him behind, and it's almost Nicholas and Brady Smith, just communication lacking thereof at that moment, and Gonzalez almost nicked in behind. The youngster has been good with 5 goals for APIA this year, looking to add to that tally tonight. Just coming off the bench last week, Alex Denmead starting, but roles reversed tonight. Ball in by Kavanagh. Alex just letting it go out for a goal kick. Corey Kavanagh in the heart of the field. Central role with Andre Takami. As Kalach sends this one up over the halfway line. Nicholas there with Gonzalez. Comes off Nicholas. And Smith will look to get it down on the floor. Plays it over the top. Safely contained that time it was by Shaw, and Gonzalez drops back into the centre of the park. Over to Fong, and Fong sends it forward, and Jordan's in behind. Mustafi there, just does enough. And tough ground to play at Christie Park. Not a overly big field compared to many others in the competition, so those balls over the top and in behind need to be inch perfect, or it'll run through to the keepers. It is with Spirit. Another goal kick to them. Smith is short, but Bismarck looks to send this one forward out of the danger zone. He signals that way. Approaching 5.5 minutes here at Christie Park. Still no score, 0-0 between Spirit and APIA. A battle of 8v3 coming into it, but an opportunity for APIA tonight to reclaim the top of the ladder with a victory over Spirit. Conversely, Sergio Marfara has done a wonderful job with his side this year that lost so much attacking prowess with the departure of David Perkovic after that premiership winning season last year. Of course, APIA finishing second on the ladder on 64 points. Spirit topping the table and claiming the premiership with 66. A whole different looking lineup here at Macquarie this year. Shaw beats one and plays it short to Kuda. Kuda over the top, but both Stewart and Gonzalez had come near to him. So easy in the end for Chris Marks. Here's Takami. Cuts out. I was going to say cuts out Corvina for Tsepes. Tsepes there. Just holds his line. Kuda for Stewart. A switcher play across to the right, looking for Cameron Fong, well read by Mustafi. Here's Ali Saab. Can't miss him with his long hair, the youngster, the 19-year-old, local product from Arncliffe. What a wonderful opportunity for him tonight. The starting debut. Michael Kuta, always tough. Manages to get the ball in, looking for Jordan. Away by the Spirit defence, only as far as Fong. Fong looks to settle it down. Saab short for Monge. The dragon turn from Fong. He can open it up to the right now through Jordan. And Fong continues on with his run. It just runs down the hill. And again, almost inch perfect, but not quite. There from Rory Jordan. So a feature of APIA's plays. Their wing back left and right. Kuta and Cameron Fong, great engines on them. Always asking questions of the opposition defence and overloading in numbers with that front third. When they get forward, they always do it with such purpose and panache. The referee just asked for it to be taken back a few yards. Mustafi with the throw. Kavanagh comes short, but looks to throw it down the line. No one available for him. Takami with the flick on. Flicked over the top it was by Kobayashi. As Cornwell deals with this. Centre field with APIA now. Stewart gets beaten by Cornwell. He continues on with his run and foul's going to be given. Khan Nazam winning the foul. Good work in lead up by Grant Cornwell. Who got us with you on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Glad to have you on board tonight. Saturday football here from Christie Park. My first call in the top flight in 18 months. It's the final round of 2024, having last year off, and good to be back tonight. What is a cool and chilly Christie Park. Temperature about 12 degrees at the moment. Serpis now with his free kick can measure his ball in low. Away by Kuta it was. Over on the right. That's how he set up. Nazam just sit down and under some pressure there from Stewart, who will try and isolate him with the B defender in Monge coming in, but comes off Nazam last. So it will be an APIA throw halfway in their defensive end. Those of you in the area, if you can't make it down, come down for the under-20s after this one tonight. Should be a good game. APIA under-20s unbeaten through 16, 9 points clear of Sydney United in the under-20s, 15 wins, just the one draw. And a side that's had so much success under Dean Zammit, of course, losing the grand final last year, but a lot of kids coming through that APIA system now, getting opportunities in the senior grade, and good to see. Combination of youth and experience. Franco Parisi. Nicholas now under pressure from Gonzalez. He has to hurry it up, and Fong gets it down, but only as far as Kavanagh. The flick on by Petrados, and Kobayashi there can keep it in. Cheekily plays it off Fong over on the far side. Stoffy with the throw. Takami plays a 1-2 with him. Here's Brady Smith. Tepis now. Smith comes in and Tepis just hugs the line. Tries to get him behind, and he's running out of space, Brady Smith. And it's good defensive work there from Fabian Monge. Former Melbourne Victory player coming back to APIA. Club that is dear to him. Sees him and Ali Saab tonight in the centre of the park as the Sixers. Michael Conestobo just ahead of them. Is Kuta. They look to press high through Nizam. Get the ball out, but it's only as far as Kavanagh. He can drive towards the 18-yard box. The ball in for Petrados. Quick off his line was Kalatz. He rolls out to Jordan. I'll look to just hold Jordan up now. Plays it in the centre of the park. Gonzalez can turn. Stewart wants it over on the far side and near to us. He's Stewart and Cornwell again. Grant Cornwell, the skipper. Oh, what a great story he has been coming through the youth system. All the way through to captain the club that he loves. Stewart floats this one into the penalty area. Away by Nicholas, only as far as Monge, and he gets good connection on it, but always raising and rising high. Unable to trouble Chris Marks in goals for Spirit. Plenty of action in and around the grounds. Union New South Wales defeating Wollongong Wolves by 1-0 in the early one today. And approaching half-time at Cromer, Manly United 0, Blacktown City 0. Blacktown really needing a victory over there in that bottom two at the moment. Of course, Nicholas Kutniak last night got to call 6 goals at Rockdale. 10 in 2 weeks for, or 11 in 2 weeks for the Young Wanderers side. Alan Lual with a 4-goal virtuoso performance. When I say 10, the aggregate this year against Sydney FC was 10-0 to Wanderers, 4-0 in the first round of the season, and 6-0 in the second offering. Kavanagh stayed down there on that heavy challenge. It looks like Rory Jordan as well. As you can see Monge there with Connor Starbo. And you see the 11, it's Rory Jordan. Michael Connor Starbo coming across this year to APIA, former Spirit player. Just checks on his old mate, his old teammate. Beauty of NPL football, all these players know each other, having played each other, coming through the youth ranks for a number of years. So every week they're playing against their mates. They always play tough, but fair. Bragging rights always in the offering at the end of the 90 minutes. Blake Sanchez Cruz will just drop the ball here for Simon Nicholas to continue on with Spirit. Of course, Simon Nicholas, a former APIA player, coming through their system as well. He's been a great player for Spirit since coming across a number of years ago. Ali Saab on the turn, under pressure from Kobayashi, does well, and Connor Starbo under pressure too, maintains the possession, but Monge with a heavy touch, so give it away, and Petrados can get him behind now. A nice ball and tasty ball from Nizam, and in the end, Waitamalo, safety first. Sends it over the line for a corner to Spirit in the far side. As Corey Kavanagh makes his way across. Swing this one in. The main targets will be Cornwell, you figure. So good and strong in the air. Kavanagh delivers. Up in, swinging in, and almost the Olympico there. The ball and the shot. Cries a handball. The shot from Nizam somehow got a block. Still with Spirit. Apia managed to survive that time. Nicholas comes across just to send it over the sideline. Michael Kuda asks for the ball quickly from the ball boy. Wants to carry on some momentum, but a couple of the best chances of this game coming to the home side so far through this opening 16 and a half minutes. Here's Stewart. Square ball in for Monge. Getting that first touch, runs away from him. Away by Nicholas. It'll be another throw to Apia. Michael Kuda takes it. He's sure. Press from Surpus there was Kuda, so they maintain possession at the moment. Monge, Ali Saab, you could see that Kavanagh was coming through, and Kalatz just plays it safe downfield. Ball falls back into the boys in yellow. Saab with the head forward to Cornwell. Plays it out wide, looking for Kobayashi. Kobayashi onto his right. The block there from Fong. Gonzalez can try and hold it up. Starbo's head forward. Lands at the feet of the Spirit players and maintain a good portion of possession for the moment. Of course, an equal sixth on points coming into this one on 21 points. The goal difference has them in eighth, so a big 3 points up for grabs for both sides. Kavanagh, the face ball in for Petrados, tries to get behind Shaw. Was enough to just shield it for Kalatz. He was quick off his line. Eighteen minutes gone here at Christie Park. No score between Spirit and APIA. Will Gotts with you on the Football New South Wales YouTube live stream tonight, as every game is live and exclusive throughout the season, plus the men's and women's, as well as the League One men and women's match of the rounds. Blake Sanchez Cruz there just sees a hand in the way, so it will be a free kick. Kuda looks to take it quickly for Stewart. Stinks it over the top again. That Spirit curse, the ball runs through to Chris Marks. Rolled quickly out to Nicholas. Trying to play up tempo, keep the momentum going at the moment. Spirit FC. Jordan skips past one and evade the challenge of Brady Smith, who wins it back. Play on. Advantage plays. Played by Blake Sanchez Cruz there. Cornwell. All the way back to Marks, who just switches the point of attack across to the left for Nicholas. Looking for Mustafi, who had to just come back as he started to bomb a little forward. And that time that errant pass from Andre Takami. Hands back possession to Apia. Now Shaw. That's to Kuda. He wants the 1-2 return ball from Stewart. Stewart turns and plays it over the sideline. He just lost his bearings there, Michael Kuda. Ran out of room, and by the time he received the ball had crossed the line. He's the skipper in Cornwell. Well read by Saab. The final touch comes off Surpus, and it's Michael Kuda. It was very clear that it didn't come off him there, Stavros. Now Nazam's got some space in the middle of the park as Monge tracks across, trying to close down that space. Stoffy on the left, skips past 1-2. Tug of the shirt, ref says play on, nothing to see. Rory Jordan now. In fact, it's Connor Starbo. There's Jordan. Fong. Can they transition quickly? They've got 3-on-3 at the moment as the yellow shirts come back and defend behind the ball. Cameron Fong there. So nice feet. Former St George City and Sydney FC youth product. Michael Kuda. For Stewart. Haven't quite yet combined tonight. Big two on this left-hand side for Apia. Here's Fong. Stewart just drifting across. Trying to get more involved. Jack Stewart. Here's Monge. Jordan on the turn and just in full for him. You could see what he was trying to do. Saab just gets the ball back onto the ground. And they turn it over now. Petrados. It's Surpus. The cries from Grant Cole there for Stav to pass it to him, which he did. Now Simon Nicholas can drive over the halfway line. Stoffy over there. Kobayashi in behind. Here he is now, the Japanese. Number 17. The 1-2. The shot by Kavanagh. It was beautiful play through the middle third there. Spirit FC laid off wonderfully well by Petrados, and Kavanagh got a lot of venom on that one, just wide of Oliver Kalatz's right post, our left. There's some great opportunities throughout these opening 22 and a half minutes here at Christie Park. Have the home side. Maitamalo for Fong. There's Jordan ahead of him. Centrally is Gonzalez. Here's Rory Jordan now, the former Western Sydney Wanderers Bulls Academy captain. Fong for Gonzalez. He loves that ball in behind. Oscar Gonzalez, such a big, powerful, strong runner of the ball and off the ball. Use his body to advantage. We've seen him bully defenders this year with that big frame of his. Simon Nicholas and Brady Smith, no slouch in the heart of the defence for Spirit. Won't be easy for him. Here he is now. Gonzalez can drive towards Nicholas. 1v1. Nicholas does well. It pushes him away from goal. The ball inside and easily dealt with by Cornwell. Jack Stewart was looming, but not quick enough. A nice ball in from Gonzalez. Nice striker's ball onto the 6-yard box for finish. Just wasn't to be. Middle runner not tracking through with Gonzalez going across to the right. Keeps that one in, looking for Stewart, away by Cornwell. Sort of preempted that one, knowing how well he does in the air, Grant Cornwell. Still with APIA. And look ball by Monge. Maitamalo, they look to camp up inside Spirit's half now. Through Jordan. That's centre field, Rory Jordan. He ran out of space there, Rory Jordan. 4 or 5 yellow shirts. Tried to dance his way into the box. Also APIA with plenty of attacking power on the bench tonight. Kambayashi, Ortiz, Shuriaga, the man who's been across all the socials recently. Getting that all-important goal that sends APIA to the final 32 in the Australia Cup. Their 7th time. 4 times in a row. What a giant killer NPL club they have been in that competition. Hoping for a favourable draw for them and all the New South Wales sides as they look to advance in this year's edition of the Cup. A draw out soon. Nicholas turns and gives it back to Marks, and he'll send that one up over this halfway line. Nice header down by Ali Saab. Here's Connor Starbo. And he's taken down. Blake Sanchez Cruz is going to go to his pocket. I'm going to see the first yellow of the game. And it's going to go to Brady Smith. Well, he can remonstrate as much as he likes with the referee there, Brady Smith. The point of the matter is he's the first to be booked tonight by Blake Sanchez Cruz. A great opportunity for APIA now from this set piece. 20-25 yards out. Centre field as Chris Marks looks to get his numbers into the wall. Always hard in the middle of the park like this, but players with their wonderful technique can put so much curve on the ball. It's going to be Michael Kuta that will take this free kick. We've seen him hit them from here a number of times over the years, Michael Kuta. Has a great left foot, especially from set pieces. Futsoru, what can he do from here? 25 yards out. Over the wall he goes, looking for the far corner. Pace just dropped off as it bounced through. To his credit, Chris Marks had it well covered. Didn't quite get the power generated there, Michael Cooter, that he ordinarily would. Look to count some pressure into perhaps chances. Still no score here at Christie Park. As we tick over 27 minutes in this first half of this round 17 clash. APIA looking to go back to the top of the ladder. And a victory for Spirit will move them into the 6. Cross not only is it heating up with the top 3 sides at the moment, Marconi, Sydney United, APIA, but that top 6 sides just outside of. And there's the real battle at the bottom for the relegation. Every point is like gold for some of those teams down the bottom. Sydney Olympic and Blacktown City, the bottom 2 teams coming into this round. Half time at Cromer, it's Manly 0, Blacktown City 0, so they're well and truly in that one. Blacktown City, of course, University of New South Wales 1, defeating Wollongong Wolves 0 in the early game today. New Spirit fans, Spirit in the women's with their first victory of the year, 3-0 over Gladesville Ravens. With the transfer window open for the women's, a much different Spirit side to we've been accustomed to seeing throughout the first half of the season. Comprehensive victory from them, it won't be their last. Sure now for APIA, chests it down, but Zam does well to get his body in the way as Tepes there looks for Kavanagh. Kavanagh tries to play the 1-2 with Petrados. Through APIA now. Monch through the legs. Conestobo on the turn. Has some space. Rory Jordan in behind. Difficult ball to hit that one. Read by Aidan Mustafi. There's Mustafi now. Sends it long for Nizam and Cole Shaw. Do well to keep it in, and assistant on the far side, Isaac Griggs, quickly raises his flag. So there will be a throw on the far side midway in APIA's defensive half. As both these sides look to break the deadlock as we start inching towards half time. Take some momentum into the sheds. Kobayashi. Mustafi. It's Kobayashi now. Still going. Fongla, so pressure's maintained on the APIA defence by Spirit. Mustafi with the throw. Finds Takami. Ball in for Nizam. Falls invitingly out to Cornwell. His first time shot just wide of Ollie Kalatz's goal. Haven't been afraid to shoot from distance, Spirit, in this first half. Of course, hitting the post early on. Nothing quite hit the target yet. We just tick over the half an hour mark here at the Arctic Circle with the temperature dropping. Will either side heat things up approaching the break. You can hear the APIA bench just saying not to let them out. Conroy with a long throw. Well read by Saab. Falls for Kavanagh. Kavanagh's tug continues on. Monge there, but the strength of Kavanagh holds him off as he looks at the referee. Referee says, well, I played the advantage, Corey. Takami. Cornwell. Petratos was just looking for that ball in as he tried to make that angled run in behind Martamalo. This time it's Simon Nicholas with a searching ball in. Kobayashi there, and some great defence for Michael Kuda. Concedes the corner. And they just switch sides there, Riku Kobayashi. And had it not been for Michael Kuda tracking the run, close range, I dare say, Spirit would have taken the lead. They've got an opportunity now through Kavanagh. Whips this one in, goes near this time, looking for the flick on. Off Smith it comes. Back out to Kavanagh. Just sends it in. Drifts that one into the mixer, and Martamalo over there with Petratos. Costa Petratos with 3 goals this year for Spirit. Trailing just Shoki Yoshida, who's out injured indefinitely at the moment, on 4 goals. He's looking a lot fitter this year, Costa Petratos, doing mountains of work off the ball for his team as that target number 9. Get a free kick now in a dangerous position. Petratos and Kavanagh stands over it. Sanchez Cruz, the referee, will mark out his 10 just to make sure the APIA wall, the 2-man wall at the moment, stay rooted to where they need to be. With the shaving cream out as well, so very professional from the young referee. No encroachment from either APIA player. Kavanagh with the ball in. Kalets comes and claims quickly and rolls over the top, almost ahead there of the Spirit defender. Kami it was. Nizam. Now Gonzalez. Into the 18-yard box he goes, still going Gonzalez. Looks to cut it back. Off Smith it goes and away to safety. And throw to Harpy just on the halfway line, and Shaw takes it back just to give him some space, and Martamalo with some eyes up. Much of a high press at the moment. Spirit front 3. Tamalo skips around Costa Petratos there as he tried to press. And there's that work rate from Costa Petratos I was speaking about. We saw it even last week, chasing the game against Sutherland. A couple of shots getting deflected. The urgency from him late on wasn't to be for Sergio Malfara's side. But they're willing this one tonight, this round 17 game here at Christie. The layoff there by Gonzalez, looking to just push into the path of Conestabo. Nizam pressing. Ali Saab now gets it to Monge, and wasn't the best of balls there from the youngster, and Monge is going to potentially get a yellow card here, and he will. Just pulling down Kobayashi. So he's the first of the APIA players to get into the book of referee Sanchez Cruz. So 0-0 on the scoreboard and 1-1 with the cards. Nice little crowd in here at Christie Park tonight. Of course, the under 20s coming up at 7:45. If you're in the area, drop in and watch some great young talent from both sides do battle. And Petratos stands over this one about 30 yards out. Kalets has the wall set. Petratos straight into the wall off Saab and Kuda. There it was. They look to win it back, but it's still with Spirit. Gonzalez playing as a wing back at the moment. Working hard, and Rory Jordan's first touch not on point there. The ball in, looking for Nazam. Punched away by Kalatz. Fong. Mustafi for Nicholas. Drive this one up towards the 18-yard box. Motamalo there with Petratos, wins the aerial battle, but falls to the feet of Stavros Tsurpis. Nakuda, I've seen this a million times. He tried to let it run. Well, I put the moz on myself. Nazam did well to keep it in. Still with spirit now. It's Tsurpis. Kavanagh, twisting, turning, trying to find a way through the APIA wall there. It was in front of him. Wins the throw. Cornwell centre field for Simon Nicholas. So tries his luck. And a great shot there by Simon Nicholas, parried away by Oli Kalatz. Well, he got the technique right, Simon Nicholas. And whilst that moved so much in the air and dipped last minute, Oli Kalatz did well to keep it out. Another chance goes begging for the home side. And that would have been a worldie from Simon Nicholas, yet to score this year for Spirit. Don't get many better strikes that don't find the back of the net. Not easy to hit a dropping ball like that. Getting the technique right, but Simon Nicholas, he made the run forward. That's all he was going to do. Nazam tries to hold it up. Ali Saab gets a foot in there. Still with spirit. Takami. Mustafi. For Smith. Now Cornwell. Jack Stewart just tries to apply a little bit of pressure. Still not a high press from APIA, as they look to get their line a little bit higher defensively. Tsurpis has some space. They play left or right. Slips over at the wrong time there. Stavros Tsurpis. Monge. The ball inside for Gonzalez. And Corey Kavanagh. Safety first into the car park. Just under 40 minutes played in this opening half of this round 17 clash. No score at the moment. It would be a massive tonic heading into the halftime break if either side could take the lead. Well, Michael Cooter is saying, where's the yellows? He's given out a couple of yellows already for similar. Remonstrating with Sanchez Cruz, but his left hand is only trying to calm him down. Certainly going nowhere near his pocket. His front left. Of course, the Reds are in the back right. We don't want to see that tonight. A nice tight tussle, 11 v 11. All over the top, and again Brady Smith tracks across and reads it well. APIA looking to build some momentum. Leading into half-time. Will got this with you on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Saturday night football from Christie Park. Is there an opportunity now for APIA through Jack Stewart? He can only head that skywards. Sure again, forward for Monge, but Smith and Cornwell there. That time headed away by Cornwell. Now Maitamalo, clever over the top for Shaw. He's looked to get the ball back and it just won't hold up. Moment looked like opening up. Ali Saab, to his credit, tracking across. Youngster on debut, the local product. How the club and team would love to get a win for him today. Of course, touched on at the top of the show when we read out the lineups. Ali has played 4 Australia Cup clashes. But his first grade debut tonight, and what a moment, a special moment for him and his family. Also for the system. The system's in place at APIA. Dean Zammit in the 20s that are coming through, some hot talent in that side, and we've seen them filter through to the first grade side this year on a number of occasions. Oscar Gonzalez starting tonight. Young Max Court. The Joey on the bench. Plenty of talent for the Leichhardt boys. The header there, down by Cornwell and tipped over the top by Oliver Kalatz. I'm not sure whether Kobayashi got a foot to it, but a great header from Cornwell. Mixed it up that time from Petratos. He sent it deep towards the penalty area. Another brilliant save from Kalatz. He's kept them in this first half. Goes in level pegging. I can certainly thank him for a couple of great saves. Petratos rips that one in, and first time off the post by Nazam. Well, what can they do to score? They've hit both posts in his first half. Spirit FC. That time the left post, the volley, Kalatz. Nicholas skews that one, but allows him enough time in the defence. Kuda under pressure from Cornwell and Petratos. Plays it to Shaw. They're working hard. Nazam, he hasn't stopped running in that first half, first front third for Spirit. Kami. Serpis skips inside and just loses his footing again. They can transition quickly now. Monge has Fong to the left. Now he can play it to him. Cameron Fong, and we'd love to have that one all over again. Fabian Monge. They had the numbers forward, APIA. Spirit did have equally as many defenders tracking back. Just that it looks like opening up an opportunity for APIA. It falls apart again with a errant final touch. One can't be said for Spirit in this opening 45 minutes. They've hit both posts and caught up a couple of brilliant saves from Oliver Kalatz. And that's why we still remain 0-0 leading into the break. Into the final minute we are. Rory Jordan now can open the scoring. And Chris Marks stands his turf. Brilliant point-blank save from the custodian. Well, that would have been terrible for Sergio Malfara's side leading into half-time. They've had the better of the chances in the first half, and almost like that, Rory Jordan gave the visitors the lead. Wasn't to be, but they'll have to defend this set piece. Michael Kuda to whip it in. In swinging left footer over on the far side in front of the Spirit FC clubhouse. Kuda whips it in. Centre of the box. And it's away by Cornwell. It's going to be another corner. One additional minute of time added on, and we're into the first minute of that additional time as the fourth official, James Macris, has just indicated to the crowd here at Christie Park. One final opportunity. And will it be APIA? Can break the deadlock. Jack Stewart with the corner. Plays it short for Jordan. Can roll it out for Stewart on the better angle. A little try his luck from here. Jack Stewart. He got his body all wrong. The ball just rolling away from him as he went to take that shot. Never going to create trouble. Chris Marks in goals for Spirit. And that may well be the last opportunity for either side in this first half as Chris Marks looks to wind down the time. About 10 seconds left of that one additional minute. It will be the last play, this goal kick, as he sends it up towards the front third. Sanchez Cruz looks at his watch and got a missile in his mouth and blows half-time here in this round 17 clash of the NPL New South Wales men's. Neither side able to trouble the scoreboard at the moment, but it has been Spirit with the better of chances in the first half. Hit the post twice. A couple of brilliant saves from Oliver Kalatz in goals for APIA, and right at the death, an opportunity for Rory Jordan when he got in behind. Chris Marks stood tall to keep the scoreline at 0 at the break. As we see the players make their way off. We'll be back in about 10 or so minutes for a big second 45 minutes here on the NPL New South Wales Facebook page, where Spirit FC 0, APIA Leichhardt 0 at the break. And it's a welcome back to Christie Park. Just joining us, scoreless at the break between Spirit FC and APIA Leichhardt. The better of the chances in that first half, one must say, did go to the home side. Spirit hitting both posts. Oliver Carlatz's goal. A couple of brilliant saves from the custodian. APIA with that one real good chance late on in that first half through Rory Jordan, but it was well saved by Chris Marks, who made himself big. Sitting in the corner, and they held on to take that scoreless draw into the sheds. We've got us with you on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Great to have you on board this Saturday night here at Christie Park. A chilly night it is. Football never sleeps, as they say. Big shout out to Benny Lamb, who's tuning in tonight. Benny, good to have you on board. Glad you're enjoying the call. Good to be back. It's been a while. Round 30 in 2024. The last time I got an opportunity to call in this league. Taking last year off, and we're back for a big second half of the year. Teams chase titles, top 6 spots. Relegation battle really heating up. All to play for in this second half of the season as Blake Sanchez Cruz gets things underway here at the Arctic Circle. Tamale with the ball in front of us to Jordan. Now Fong over the top. They turn defensive to attack straight away from the onset. Connor Starbo cuts inside onto his left, and Tom Nicholas with the block. Keeper looks to come out, and in the end, they just did enough defensively to allow Chris Marks to come and claim the ball. Good start from APIA in the second half, looking to take the game to Spirit. Here's Maitamale, just heads it down for Fong, under pressure from Spirit, looking to win it back. Kobayashi it was. Here's Kobayashi now, number 17, Riku. There he is. He's getting some instructions from Aiden Mustafi. As Fong takes the throw, and Maitamale centralises the ball for Khaled's under pressure. Probably a little cold just coming out of the break. That'll warm him up. Nothing else, the hamstrings for Oli Khaled's there. Not on looking for Petrados. Here's Kavanagh. I like having Simon Nicholas on our side and really hear the talk from him. And Cornwell might be the skipper, but his voice is equally as strong in this Spirit side. Shaw with the throw. And he'll leave it for Michael Cooter. Midway in the defensive half, APIA. Now through Shaw. Petrados once again with that high press, putting some pressure on Khaled's, and the ball bobbles in front of him. It was a little difficult to get it away, but in the end he manufactured that ball up towards the halfway line. They play direct, and Anazam now. Right, lays it off for Kavanagh. Here's Turpis. Stuffy there just closed down quickly. That time by Conestabo. They can break quickly. They've got plays left and right. Michael Conestabo. Oscar Gonzalez wants it in behind, but he'll use Rory Jordan. As Gonzalez checks his run and gets back into that number 9 role. Out wide is Fong. Jordan trying to fashion up some sort of shot. Rory Jordan onto his left. The block there by Kavanagh. And away only as far as Ali Saab. Keep the ball in the middle of the park, APIA. Once again it's Saab, twisting, turning, looking for players. Finds Shaw. Rolls it out to Stewart over on the far side. Cuts inside Cornwell, still with Jack Stewart for APIA. Ball for Rory Jordan, dancing his way. Looking for the return ball is Jack Stewart, and he does well to keep it in still through Monge. Now Kuda can measure up a nice cross, and Cameron Fong, I told you he's got an engine on him. There's not many fitter plays in the club than Cameron Fong, and he did well to keep that one in, but just couldn't keep his cross in as he looked to get the ball in side for Gonzalez. First corner of Spirit, second half. And they play it short. Smith. Just think it forward for Kobayashi. Kobayashi skips around Ali Saab, and Petratos peels to the left. Inside the 18-yard box he goes now. Petratos, the cut-back ball. Intercepted by Saab, and Fong under pressure. Two players double-teamed, and they win the ball back. High press from Spirit. Attack turns to defence. It turns to attack once again through Petratos. Kavanagh. Saab just timely interception there for Shaw, who just hacks it away up towards the halfway line. Brady Smith under pressure from Gonzalez. Does well. And Simon Nicholas settles it down. Finds Cornwell. Gonzalez rides the challenge. Grant Cornwell still going the skipper. He tries to switch the play over towards Kobayashi. Fong reads it well. Plays it down for Jordan, but it's now through Spirit. As soon as they win it back, Mustafi just hands it back to them. Mustafi. Kobayashi. Skips inside. Monch just holds his position, so forces the ball back for Spirit through Cornwell now, and over the top for Khan Nazam. Tracked over on that far side by Ali Saab, and Saab will hold him up as he looks for runners through Kavanagh, and Saab there again involved. This time it's a free kick. As Fabian Monge goes down, and it'll be Corey Kavanagh with a yellow. And the second yellow card of the evening for Spirit. The other going to Brady Smith, and just the 1-4 APIA through Fabian Monge in that first 45 minutes. Kuda tries to whip this one into the path of Gonzalez. Well read by Smith, and Smith sends it on to the other Christie Park synthetic pitch in front of us. Just an update around the grounds. Manly United and Blacktown City still 0-0 through 80 minutes. 12 minutes gone in the Battle of St George. George FC 0, St George City 0. Marconi and Rockdale 0-0. About to kick off, 7 o'clock. Of course, ST Raiders Sydney Olympic was postponed due to the wet weather, one of the few grass pitches in this league. Of course, Olympic with the other. And last night, a resounding victory for Mr. Sydney Wanderers Academy, 6-0. That one was over Sydney FC. Alwan Lua with 4 goals of his own. Nicholas Kutniak brought you all the action. Just the one game on Friday. And, of course, Sydney United tomorrow taking on Sutherland Sharks. David Perkovic's side. It's another opportunity to claim a big scalp, taking on the second place Sydney United 58. Miro Vlastelitzos had that side humming along at the top of the table all year. That will be an entertaining clash out there at King Tom. Monge. Just plays the 1-2 with Shaw, and Monge again looking for some angles. Stewart first time for Kuda, and he can't keep that one in. Kuda's going to argue with the referee that it came off them last. It did get some sort of bobble, but hard to say from our vantage point whether the final touch did come off them or Spirit. But it is with Spirit for now. As you see the substitutes starting to warm up for both sides. APIA subs just getting off the bench, going down towards the warm-up area. There's 2 or 3 Spirit players already warming up. Chilly night here at the Arctic Circle. Kickoff was about 12, 13 degrees, but we're probably pushing towards 10 now. Start of winter. Almost before us. Ground that gets very cold during the winter months. Dubbed the Arctic Circle by our very own Eric Subiano, one of the commentators on the panel. Always on top of both the men and women's. And for Spirit home games, doubles up as the ground announcer, so big shift for him today. The women's playing earlier. That was a victory to Spirit, their first of the season. It won't be their last. Whole new looking Spirit side with the transfer window. A lot of the W League girls coming back and choosing Spirit to be their home for the remainder of the season. And they beat Gladesville Ravens 3-0. Of course, tonight after this game, table topping APIA under 20s, unbeaten through 16. 9 points clear, take on Spirit at 7:45. So if you're in the area, get down. Kobayashi has his shot blocked there. Come down and watch some fabulous football. Free to get in. Cameron Fong just gets the trailing leg there from Corey Kavanagh, wins a free kick. Game of cat and mouse at the moment. A little bit of niggle and stop-start with some infringements. Rory Jordan just getting to his feet and trying to run off a little niggle himself. Tamale just plays it to Kalatz. Of course, the World Cup coming up, and Ollie's dad, Jelko, part of Graham Arnold's Iraqi national team. First time in 40 years making the World Cup. What a wonderful achievement for Arnie and his coaching staff. Of course, with the expansion of teams at the World Cup, a lot more nations now getting an opportunity. Asian countries have really poured a lot of funds into football over the last few years, and the path for Graham Arnold and his Iraqi side not easy. Trying to win a game when it mattered to get to the World Cup with all the turmoil going on around the world. A nation that will, like Australia, support their own. And whilst they're a different nation, we'll have to cheer on our very own, so no doubt many Aussies will be cheering on Arnie when Iraq plays. Kalatz there just plays it forward. Jordan not quite deep enough downfield. Mustafi does well, comes off him last. Takami. Mustafi. There's Kobayashi peeling to his left, ran out of space. He did well to keep possession, and the right option was there. Kavanagh with the central ball for Petrados. Cleared away, but Spirit back in possession once again through Kobayashi. Nizam peeling to his left is Kobayashi, but Nizam will take the shot, and he buries it. Khan Nizam. Well, Spirit FC, they've had their chances tonight. They finally get on the scoreboard. Break of goal drought runner, 3 games. What a strike by Khan Nizam. And when you score your first goal of the season for your team, none better than that. He's first of the campaign. Spirit's first of the night, and they take the lead here at Christie Park. It's 1-0. Well, that's got the fans up on their feet here at the Arctic Circle. Khan Nizam with a brilliant strike. Wonderful first touch on the turn. He was always going to fashion up a shot. And with venom, there was nothing Ollie Kalatz could do in goals for APIA. I tell people all the time, it's not an easy place to come to, Christie Park. The field not quite as big as some of the other fields. They're a tough team to beat at home, always defending their turf. They're in for a battle, that's for sure, and they're going to raise another 10% now in terms of effort. Leading 1-0. Just joining us, Nazam with a fantastic strike. 25, 30 yards out. That will be one of the contenders for goals of the week. Well, he's been brilliant in goals, and there's nothing Ollie Kalatz could do with that strike. He wasn't happy with the people in front of him defensively, allowing Nazam so much time and space. He's still got to take the moment, and that he did. He captured it with all glory. His first of the year. Been a real live wire for them tonight. I've liked his movement off the ball. A lot of effort in that front third. A lot of the times that front third, a lot of effort, not a lot of reward in terms of high press and working their butts off. They look to keep it in. Monge can't do so. It comes off Kuda and throw over on the far side. Cornwell to take it. Throws it down for Kavanagh. Nicholas, pressed by Gonzalez. So we'll see what APIA have now in terms of reply. Plenty of firepower on the bench. We'll see how long Franco Parisi keeps the starting 11 as they chase this one here at Christie Park. Kobayashi around Waitamalo, but catches up to him and just holds him up. Sends him back. Some good defensive work from Waitamalo. He's a strong man, Temba. Very experienced player. Of course, came through the Jets a number of years ago. Waitamalo had that horrific ACL injury, but like all top-tier players, worked so hard to get back and hasn't skipped a beat since coming back. Here's Kavanagh now for Spirit as they look to double their lead in the second half. Drifts this one in and goes out wide, and a shot in the end. From Turpus. Just caught the outside of the ball. Couldn't get a shot on target. Going to see Ali Saab come off. Max Court come on. So Max Court will just move into that middle of the park. And Kobayashi comes on as well. Just looking who the other player may have been that came off. It might well be Michael Conestabo. He's still on. I believe it was Rory Jordan. So Jordan as well has made way. Maxi Court on, the young Joey's player. And Kobayashi. Here's Gonzalez now fighting. The referee sees no advantage to either side and in the end pulls up Gonzalez. So APIA with the two subs chasing this game. Spirit still with their starting 11. They're doing a great job for Sergio Malfara, so he'll leave it as long as he needs to. So players keep fighting for a big 3 points that'll send them into the sixth tonight. APIA looking to bounce back after that unexpected 2-1 loss last week to St George City. Gonzalez works coming back to win the ball for APIA. They turn it over now, and here's Nazam, and why not? He's already scored one worldie tonight. Gets the block and falls inviting in for APIA. Kobayashi now for Court. Monge down for Conestabo. Max Court just shoved in the back, and referee says play on. I'm not sure about that. arm across the back. I hope you're feeling like they're not winning a great deal in terms of some challenges at the moment. He has controlled the game well, Blake Sanchez-Cruz. Monge. Kobayashi. Monge back to Maitamalo. Some fresh legs in the centre of the park through Kobayashi in court, looking to make an impact off the bench tonight. It's a logjam of games for APIA at the moment. That midweek game, qualifying for the round of 32 for the 7th time. 4th time in a row. Wonderful achievement for the club. And they'd be looking for a favourable draw in the round of 32 potentially. A lot of the NPL clubs, they want to draw an A-League club, but they also love the junkets away. I'm sure Franco would love perhaps a game in New South Wales. And we see a substitution, Serpis going off. And Thomas Mason coming on. Play it through the middle of the park now, through up your middle third corridor. Nazam. Told you he's working his socks off tonight and deserved that goal. One census with 25 minutes to go. Hello to my family tuning in tonight. Remember the kids when they were little. Used to tune in to the iPad and watch and listen to the game. So hello to Isaac, Charlie and Tommy, as well as my wife Rachel. It's certainly a lot warmer than I am out here in the bleachers. But football never sleeps. Football is life, as they say. He's Monge now as he turns. The back heel inside for Connor Starbo. Still through APIA and Stewart. The no-look ball. He just couldn't get that reverse ball in with enough angle on it for Kuda. Just made that overlapping run and cut inside Michael Kuda. Just sense that if APIA to break this Spirit side in this second half, maybe through that middle third, those little touches, those 1-2 touch football, creating the space. Contain them well out wide. There's no slide on Michael Kuda and Cameron Fong, but defensively, Aidan Mustafi and Cornwell have done very well tonight. Throws taken by Mustafi. Ball lost that time by Thomas Mason. Up here through Kobayashi. Cuts inside for Connor Starbo. Connor Starbo can shift it across to the left. Finds Jack Stewart. Kobayashi there if he needs him. Jack Stewart goes alone. Twisting, turning, trying to get the ball in. And Court just can't get his header on target there. Going to see another double substitution for APIA. And Maitamalo going off. It will be the Japanese player, Aijin Kishimoto. Coming on. And the other player going off, Oscar Gonzalez. So a like for like there by Franco Parisi, bringing on Presley Ortiz. Looking to add to his 6 goals and how they'll need him to tonight. Trailing this one 1-0 here at the Arctic Circle. Saturday night football on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. We've got us with you. Glad to have you on board on this chilly Saturday night, wherever you may be watching. APIA win back possession through the centre of the park through Court. Court out wide to Kambayashi. Fong thinks about an underlapping run. Then goes around him and face ball in, looking for Ortiz. APIA now through Fong. As they shift the point of possession from the right to the left through Shaw. And now Kuda. Zam in front of him. 1-2 from Jack Stewart. He gets a better side of him. Michael Kuda cuts it back, looking for Court! And Max Court finds the back of the net. And just like that, APIA restore parity here at Christie Park. And it's the youngster Max Court with his third of the season. Gives APIA the lifeline as they chase a big 3 points. And top of the table at the end of tonight. Well, wonderful football over on that left-hand side between Kuda and Stewart. Stewart got the better of his defender. Cut it back nicely for Max Court. And the young Joey only found the back of the net. He was never going to miss, Max Court. Great connection on it. His third of the season. And it's certainly warmed up Christie Park. Not only for the home side, but the visitors now. Petrados. Shimoto all over him. Like a suit board in Hong Kong. Kuda with the throw. Well, instant impact off the bench, Max Court. Franco Parisi felt the need to go to his bench. Strengthen up that middle third, and whilst the ball came from out wide, the cut back through the middle, they found their advantage. Well orchestrated goal, just like Spirit's goal, to take the lead. Just under 19 minutes plus time added on, and there'll be a bit in the second half with some multitudes of substitutions. Both teams chasing 3 points. APIA looking for the bounce back after last week's loss, and Spirit an important 3 points that can see them move into the 6. Of course, they're in equal 6 at the moment, but goal difference has them on, or in 8th place on 21 points. APIA can go to the top of the lead with a win tonight. Kambayashi leaves it for Fong. Monge the 1-2. Kambayashi, Monge, they can... Conestabo did well there. Under a lot of pressure, the ball wasn't the best. They can go to the left. Maybe that's what I thought Conestabo was going to do if they did manage to go out there. Kuda had an ample amount of space. Skips inside Nazam. It's been a great battle tonight. Worth admission. They've gone at each other. The two French Bulldogs. Kishimoto for sure. Throw quickly taken by Stewart. Kambayashi now over on that left-hand side. As Smith shepherds it out, still with APIA. No time to waste. Plenty of time left, but don't want to take the lead. Kambayashi goes down, can't keep it in. And assistant on our near side, Blake Eastwood. Point still goal kick. They're slowing things down at the moment, Spirit, much to the chagrin of the APIA players who want to play up tempo. Here's Michael Conestabo. Can he be the one to break the hearts of his former club? Because he had a wretched run of injuries. Conestabo Last year was a real breakout year. The talent, we all know it's been there for Michael Conestabile. Just needed to get his body right. And that he did. Kyle Shaw with a header. And as far as Nazam, and Stewart this time into his face. Sends him all the way back to Chris Marks. And APIA an opportunity now to just press a little higher downfield and not have such a deep back line. Nicholas. Smith now. Spirit inviting danger at the moment. Sam Armson there almost gets pickpocketed in the centre of the park. Nice ball over the top that time, and well read by Kishimoto. As I looked for Kobayashi. Japanese players out there, NPL New South Wales. It's a better league for some of the Japanese imports we have in this league. Offer so much, both technically, speed and agility, even physicality wise. Some of them aren't the biggest players, but you can match it with the best. Costa Petrados now with the corner for Spirit. Looks to whip this one in. Near post he goes, and away by APIA. It was Conestabile with the header. They'll reload again. This time will he send it deeper into the heart of the box. Again, away by Michael Cooter it was. There's the defensive line to step upfield and catch them offside. Petrados there. Still going. Costa Petrados looks to get around Fong. Fong will hold him up. Two former St George City teammates there. Kambayashi calls a cucumber. As always. Cooler than you'll find it a facial place for the ladies. Health and Spa. Grizzly Ortiz this time can press. Just arcs his run as all strikers do. Just to cut off that out ball to Simon Nicholas. So plays it forward. Shimoto now for sure. Now Kuda. Ball in behind as Ortiz looks for a favourable bounce, but well read by Brady Smith. And it's an innocuous bounce, but he did well to deal with it. Trying to touch off Nazam over on the far side, so Kuda with the throw. Just under 14 minutes to play here at Christie Park. Spirit FC 1, APIA Leichhardt 1. Nazam with a wonderful strike for Spirit. And a reply from the substitute youngster. Joey's player in Max Court off the bench. That's where we sit at the moment as both teams chase full points here. Kuda now. Nice ball in for Ortiz and just can't turn, and Sabo a little too far away there. As Sophie sends it downfield only as far as Fong and just nods his head down, but the second ball's going to be won by Spirit through Petrados. Armson. Mustafi. Kambayashi, then the two number twos coming to head-to-head there. It's Mustafi who wins it back. Good defensive work there for Ada Mustafi. Monge tries to play it off the Spirit player on the far side. Cut back inside for Shaw. Referee waves it away. It was Cornwell who'd made the run. I think he went down a little too easy for mine there, Grant Cornwell. That would have been heartbreak for a former Spirit player. A number of seasons with Grant Cornwell here at Christie, Kyle Shaw. Monge. Can they transition into some sort of attack through this raid now? And Jack Stewart over on the far side. Nazam again tracks him across and comes off Nazam last. It looks like it, and it's going to be a corner. So APIA with the corner. Great set piece opportunity now for the visitors to take the lead here at Christie Park. We've got us with you tonight on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Glad to have you on board. Round 17 action of the New South Wales men's top flight. As the game is perilously placed. The back end of this one. Spirit 1, APIA 1. What side wants it the most? Kobayashi stands over the ball. Measures his cross in. Goes deep. It's in swinging ball. Time looking for Nishimoto. Comes out to Fong. Fong just whips it back into the box. APIA still in possession now. Caught. Ortiz onto his left. A block there by Smith. Another corner to APIA, so the pressure mounts for APIA. Sorry, Spirit. Pressure mounted by APIA. Full time at Kramer Park. Manly 0, Blacktown 0. So in the battle for relegation, a vital point for Mark Crittenden's side away at Kramer Park tonight. Kobayashi again. Well, he didn't have the same radar on that he did the first time. The in-swinging one. So difficult to defend these days. Any sort of touch, ball can go anywhere, or just having that back post runner coming onto it. Getting that angle header across the goal. It really doesn't allow for the keeper to come that far out or off his line as Chris Marks sends it up over the halfway line up towards Petrados. Just a flick on header from Fong, and Armson nods it down. And ball for Petrados. Mustafi. Centrally now for the Spirit side. Trying to find a way. Takami. Nicholas. So go the other way. Switch the play. Switch the point of direction. Smith. Across to Cornwell. It's just held up by Jack Stewart. Goes centrally now for Sam Armson. Former Inter-Lions player. Shot there by Petrados. Blocked and away to attack. They don't quite have the numbers, but it's 2-on-4 with Max Court trailing in through the middle third at the moment. Jack Stewart looking for some runners. Finds it through Monge. Now Kobayashi. Kobayashi just dinks it across. Looking for Connor Starbo. Brady Smith just did enough to hold his run up. Not allowing him to get anywhere near the ball. Sure hard in the back. Petrados goes down, but APIA win it back now. Kuda. You see what he's trying to do there. You see Jack Stewart leave the field. And Levi Shuriaga, the man of the moment midweek, comes on. He scored a banger in the Australia Cup. Scored again. A goal that sent them through to round of 32. There's a lot of firepower on for Franco Parisi inside this final almost 8 minutes plus time added on. You think there could be 4 or 5. Armson just hacks it forward, and will be an APIA throw over on the far side as Kuda's pinched about 10 metres. It went out about 10 metres inside the half, and he's on the halfway line now, Michael Kuda. If I was a poker player, I'd want him on my team if we're playing teams, that's for sure, Michael Kuda. One here at the Arctic Circle. Will there be a moment for either one of these two teams to break the hearts of the other? Or will they get a game that has been so tight throughout? Shuriaga there just loses his feet. Of course, the cold pitch due setting in, but it's Spirit now who can break. And through Khan Nazam, and pickpocketed almost there by Connor Starbo. Kobayashi wins it. Did well, Connor Starbo. He's done a lot of work in that middle part of the field 1-2 now. They look to transition now through Kuda. Monge. Kobayashi. Shudiaga. Cornwell. He's the skipper. He's done a lot of work too. Grant Cornwell. Every player's come onto the pitch tonight. Worked really hard for, they hope, a big 3 points into the second part of the season. Round 2 of the second part of the season. Round 17. Of course, in the earlier game this year, it was APIA defeating Spirit 3-2, leading 3-0, but Spirit came home with a wet sail to go down narrowly 3-2. That was a crazy game at Lambert Park. He's Costa Petrados. Mustafi underlaps on his run now, goes outside. Here's Mustafi still. Nishimoto comes across, got to stand up. The ball inside. Well, it was a lovely ball in, but well read by Kyle Shaw because he'd beaten the outstretched arm of Ollie Kolatz. Steaming in was Thomas Mason. If it had got past Kyle Shaw, it would have been slim pickings, or easy pickings really. We're going to see substitution now being made, double substitution. Andre Takami going off. The other player going off is Khan Nizam. We'll just wait to see the numbers. Didn't quite pick them up. One of them will be Abina Normadi. And Zain Aluwalia in the centre of the park. Smith just hugging this one, like saying it's yours. Sophie left it for him, but Brady Smith comes around. Ball inside. Can't be kept in by the number 17, Rika Kobayashi. Kyle Shaw for APIA. Into the final 5 minutes here at Christie Park. Ball's turned over just inside the Spirit half through Thomas Mason. Now Sam Armson skips around the challenge of Michael Conestarbo, plays it across to the left. Aiden Mustafi, he hasn't stopped all night. The number 2, been very good for Spirit. Mustafi once again, Aluwalia. Kobayashi. Armson, Aluwalia, they turn it over now through Kuda. Monge, can they get some attack going forward? Outside of the pass and never really on there. Well read by the skipper in Cornwell. Mason. Just to go around. Fabian Monge is dragged down. Referee happy with that's all it is. No cards on the offering. And I think he knew. Fabian Monge on a yellow. The second yellow would have sent him off. So probably lucky to ride the luck that he has there, Fabian Monge. As the free kick is taken and headed away by Conestarbo. Aluwalia over the top. Didn't quite get the direction he wanted as he looked to send that back into the box centrally. Up here with a throw through Fong. Up towards Ortiz. Armson with the head down for Petrados. Petrados twisting, turning, jinking. Plays it back to Mustafi. Now Nicholas. Up here with a higher press at the moment through Shudiaga. And he'll go all the way through to put some pressure on Marks. Max caught there and they can try and double team Cornwell, but you can see the cavalry arriving. Just sends it downfield, but still with APIA. Some pressure that they can apply into this final 5 minutes to try and make Spirit break. Court. Nice turn inside. Still with the number 14, Maxi Court. Conestarbo. Looking for some runners. Finds one in Monge. Shudiaga. Rolls it out to Kuda. They can get a nice ball in. Kuda onto his right. Couldn't quite get the first time ball in on his left. And it's Spirit who transition now downfield. It's a late foul there. Picked up by Spirit, so they'll get the free kick. No advantage played as they sent the ball forward to Albina Normadi. Just a little over a minute to play here at Christie Park. Regulation time. We may get 5 or 6 minutes. No score at half time at Barton Park. St George nil, St George City nil. Earlier game today, Uni New South Wales 1. Defeated Wollongong Wolves nil. Last night, if you didn't see the scoreline, Western Sydney Wanderers 6, Sydney FC nil. And no score out at Marconi at the moment. Marconi Rockdale 0-0 through 15 minutes. And an audacious attempt there from Shuriaga. Saw marks off his line. Not too much over the crossbar, but safe in the end. Mustafi. Kobayashi. Armson. The diag ball. Looking for Mason. There's Alawalia. Over on that right side now. Cornwell. Floats this one in, too close to Kalatz, who came off his line quickly, and he's looking for some quick distribution. Not much happening downfield, so he'll take his time with this clearing ball out of his hands. As far as Nicholas, again, I say it every time I call Simon Nicholas, he's just doesn't make a mistake, but back to the game, and it's Spirit through Normadi, gets his shot blocked. Alawalia. Can they break the hearts of APIA? The ball in, away by Shaw. Cries a handball, rings out around Christie Park. Play on, says Sanchez Cruz. Shuriaga. It's held up by Mason on the far side. Spirit back in possession once again. Shuriaga slow to his feet. Momadi. That time, Petrados went down a little too easy. As Kyle Shaw looked to find Shuriaga, just got back to his feet. The youngster, former Mariners Academy product, Connor Starbo. Well read by Smith. He's been strong tonight, even on the yellow. Dragon turn by Fong. Couldn't beat Mustafi. Kobayashi. The time added on here at Christie Park. Kobayashi. Time running out for either of these two teams to claim maximum points. And on the balance of the game, probably a fair result if it was to remain 1-1. A couple of more clearer chances to Spirit hitting the post. They'll need to work hard defensively now to hold APIA out. Shaw for Kuda. Skips inside Mason. Still going Michael Kuda. Shuriaga wins the corner on the far side. Kobayashi stands over it. Delivers it in, onto the 6-yard box it goes. Fisted away by Marks, now caught. Back out to Kobayashi, can measure this one in, near post he goes. Headed away by Cornwell. Not quite finding the areas at the moment in that front third APIA Leichhardt. There's still time. Kobayashi, the ball in behind. Nishimoto off the post. Well, he beat Marks to the ball. Couldn't find the back of the net. And they've ridden their luck that time. Spirit. And we're going to see a yellow now for Cameron Fong. Well, they want to take it quickly, but the referee's going to have to book Cameron Fong. So he picks up a yellow. Well, Nishimoto Ajin Kishimoto with his first, what would have been his first goal of the season. Hits the post. It's been an entertaining game. How no side is in front in this one, I don't know. APIA chase it now. It's their turn with the ball in play through Ortiz, and he's fighting with Cornwell. Cornwell just uses his experience to bounce him off and tries to get things going forward, only as far as Shaw. Centrally now through Court. Court gets his shirt pulled and referee plays the advantage, and no advantage. Well, if he gave the yellow last time, that should be a yellow this time. Maxi Court. Return. Armson inside out there. Play on. Ball with APIA through Monge. Connor Starbo. Is there going to be late drummer here at Christie Park through Fong? Kambayashi skips inside, and as Fong to his right, and Cameron Fong will get to it first and can measure a nice ball in. Cutback ball. Onto the penalty spot it goes. And Presley Ortiz finds the winner here at Christie Park. Breaks the hearts of the locals. Well, it was wonderful play down this right-hand side. Cameron Fong measured deliberately and perfectly inside. Fell to Presley Ortiz, and Ortiz with his 7th of the campaign. And off the bench with what looks like the winner here at Christie Park, Lake Drummer. Well, they were in close earlier, only moments. And Ajin Kishimoto hit the side of the post. He thought it was going in. Both sides pressing for a winner. And it's Presley Ortiz, the Prez, with his 7th. And a big 3 points for APIA Leichhardt. If they're to hold on here, it will take them back to the top of the NPL New South Wales men's competition. Fong's just happy to let this one go out. Well, Presley Ortiz, he did the job that Franco Parisi wanted. And what an impact the bench have had tonight. Both goals coming off the bench through Max Court and Presley Ortiz. Nishimoto just sends it downfield. Anywhere will do at the moment. And that's full time here at Christie Park at the death. APIA Leichhardt still it through the Prez himself, Presley Ortiz. They defeat Spirit FC by 2-1. A wonderful game of football. Both sides pressed deep into injury time. But it was the visitors through their number 9 that claimed a vital 3 points that will see APIA back at the top of the table after this one. Spirit FC unlucky in that first half, hitting the post of Ollie Calates a couple of times. In the end, they took their chance when it mattered most. And APIA Leichhardt 2 have defeated Spirit FC 1. Will Gotch is with you. It's been a pleasure calling the game for you tonight. Glad to be back on board. Don't forget there's games currently underway around the grounds, and we'll just update them for you. So at Barton Park, St George FC 0, St George City 0. 22 minutes gone at the Palace, Marconi 0, Rockdale 0. So you can flick across to one of those two games and keep an eye on them as they play out. But at the moment, it's APIA Leichhardt back to top of the table with a 2-1 victory over Spirit FC. Tomorrow, don't forget, there's just the one game at King Tom. And that game, we'll just looking at the kickoff. I think it's a 3 o'clock kickoff. Tomorrow, it's a 2:30 kickoff. So Senior United taking on Southern Sharks, 2:30 tomorrow. Once again, it's been a pleasure on a cold and chilly Christie Park Saturday night football here at Macquarie. On behalf of everyone at Football New South Wales, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget 2 other games currently underway, plus the big game tomorrow, which could see potentially Sydney United going back to the top of the ladder. Full time here at Christie Park, where it's ended. APIA Leichhardt 2, Spirit FC 1.